TRW here with obviously a Gleam of Bayonets. I have to talk about what I'm doing. Part of me thinks I don't know what I'm doing here at all. So this will be very interesting. This will be more interesting than normal. I think. I'm pretty sure, actually. Obviously, Great Battles of the American Civil War series. I have no experience with this at all. No experience, no background, nothing. What does that mean? That means that even when I was aware of Hex Encounter war games years ago, as a teenager, I guess it was, I just never came across this series. I mean, I had heard about it, but I just never came across it. Never saw it, never played it, never even read about it back then. More recently, over the last year, and I don't even remember how or why, but over the last year I did start reading here and there about the series, and actually getting more and more interested in what I was reading. Finally, I still think I'm basically taking a chance here, but I don't feel it's a huge chance. But I guess I'm still taking a bit of a chance here. Okay. So the significance of the fact that I have no background with this at all. What that means is that so the series, both TSS and GBACW, both new or older GBACW and newer GBACW have, I mean, clearly they have videos online, but I think it's pretty fair to say I could be missing somebody, or even a couple of people, but when I think of the videos online, I think of those videos as being made by wargamers who are coming back to the game. So wargamers who already played the game back in the 80s, maybe even 70s if it's TSS, right? Or I should say the TSS generation of titles. But I guess we're talking mainly the 80s here, right? So they are, I mean, to me it doesn't matter how many decades elapse before a wargamer plays a game like this again. There's going to be a base, in the back of the wargamer's mind that they're building off of. I don't think I'm going to have this. Obviously, I'm going off of my newer, in the last handful of years of play experience here. But I do think that's different. Yeah, I think that's different. Okay. So, what am I doing here? Here's the series rules. I'll just set those aside a bit. It's obviously a Gleam of Bayonets. Having mentioned the videos online, great videos, lots of great videos. I've enjoyed them. I've enjoyed many of these TSS/GBACW videos multiple times. Just great. But I do not think that there is a video that actually shows how to play. Now, Callendale does have a very nice, I guess I'd call it a rules walkthrough, which is great, hugely beneficial. Really appreciate that, and have enjoyed that, watching that multiple times. I would say that video is really the closest video-wise that has helped me to think, okay, one, I think I want to try this, and two, I think I have a very, very general idea of how how this is going to work, or where this is headed. Now, of course, I have to talk about, or I will mention, what is it, Mr. Gifford? Mr. Gifford's, I did get a hold of the PowerPoint slides. I'm not going to mention anything. I'm not going to direct you to them. It's very, very easy to find online. Just look for Gifford, GBACW, how to play, or something like that. They're not hard to find. As a matter of fact, they're on Board Game Geek, and that's the most accessible place. I would say Board Game Geek, followed closely by, well, I guess there's also Web Gronyards, and then Concept World Forums. So not hard to find. So I'm not going to take a lot of time directing towards those PowerPoint slides, but those PowerPoint slides are excellent, and I'm incredibly appreciative for those. So that's going to be, or those are going to be some handrails that I'm banking on. Okay, now what am I actually doing here? Obviously, where are the scenarios? So, there they are. Scenarios. Rule section 31. I thought, there it is. So 31 scenarios. Hooker and Mansfield, the attack of First Corps. Setup hexes. That's what I thought. So let's just say, I'm not doing this, I'm doing something else. But let's just say I try the attack of I Corps, First Corps. Union setup, all units of the First Corps, that's fine. And the 5 batteries of 5th Corps Artillery Reserve, which start on map B, there are 2 maps, A and B, are placed on the setup hexes indicated on the backs of their counters, etc., etc., etc. So I'll just grab 10th Pennsylvania here. So all of these units, there's the setup there, B 2518. That's funny, 2518. See how close I was? So they put it over here. That's funny. I put it on this side of Nicodemus. That's funny. That was really, really close. But let me tell you what I did, because I did do something different. See how close I was here? 2519. 25. Yeah, over here? I mean, maybe. I guess it depends on the hour of the battle. Anyways, I'm going to tell you what I did, and I'm going to continue with what I did. 2519, okay. So they were stacked together. Alright, so this is what I did. Understanding that, all of these units have their setup hexes printed on the backs of them. Right there, Wofford, 1st Texas. That's funny, I served with a Sergeant Wofford back in the 101st many years ago. But anyways, 1319. 1319, that's not even close. That's way down here. See, that's down there. Again, it's south of the Westwood, or it's in the Westwoods, I guess. South of Poffenberger, which I'm sure was a farm. Again, it depends on the hour. Okay. What am I keep referring to the hour. What I did is instead of going the setup designation on the back, which actually now I realize how easy it was. I didn't realize it was going to be that easy. I thought it was going to be harder. But anyways, what I did, and again, I'm not going to show this. It's very, very easy. I went online, searched for and looked at a bunch of different Antietam battle maps until I found a situation on the map that looked interesting, and it was at the regimental scale. And sure enough, how I have this set up is how I pulled from this map, which is why I said I had the 10th Pennsylvania on the, was it west side? Should be the west side. Make sure I'm not, Yeah, west side of Nicodemus. Right there, Nicodemus. And I had the lines here. Yeah, anyways. And it's funny because even on the map I looked at, it had the corn. What is this? Make sure I got this right. It had the cornfields there. In game terms, cornfields. Yeah, so very interesting. Yeah, there's the cornfield right there. On my map, you could actually see that the line, again, at the time that map captured the action, they were on the south side of those cornfields. So anyways, and the Union line was in some woods halfway between the Confederates and the North woods. So I put them right here, and the Union line was in a bit of woods. Well, look at there, you got a bit of woods. So, boom. I'm going with it. Okay. This, by the way, is well, as you can see, it's an exploration of the game. I'm absolutely fascinated with what this game is going to be like, what it's all about. Again, having just not been clued in at all over not having been clued in really before the last year about what all this TSS, GBACW stuff was about. I'm definitely very, very interested here. Okay, so let's talk about, I guess I'll start. Actually, there's nothing to talk about because I'm absolutely stepping into this. Again, I'm using the general background from Callendale's video of the, I guess you could say something like the series rules. Sounded close enough to the series rules anyways. And also Mr. Gifford's presentations on GBACW. So, let's talk about the sequence of play. Or I should say, let's start with the sequence of play. What can I do? Each player turn begins with the player checking to see, yeah. So in command, okay, well actually, I'm going to have everybody, well, no, actually this guy, 10th Pennsylvania, might actually be out of command, so let's consider that. Command, initial command phase, are they in command, are they not in command? Actually, how do we read these leaders as well? How do we read the leaders? Brigade and divisional leaders. Let's look at our combat unit here. We have the 12th Pennsylvania Reserve here. Well, so unit designation, 12th Pennsylvania Reserve. Brigade leader's name, Anderson. So I pulled out Anderson's leader counter, what I believe is his counter. Must be. Formation, line, I guess. And then we have morale of 3. Weapon type R. Must be rifled muskets, I'm guessing. And current strength of 4. 2 different formations. Yeah, that is infantry in line. All right, column. Where are my? And where are they? Column. I don't know where the column. Where are they? All right. Well, no. I'm gonna look for them. Column. Routed, engaged, pinned. Ammo depleted. Round. Where are the column counters? There they are. They're on the back of, oh, they're on the back of some ammo depleted markers. Okay. All right. So let's put our infantry in column. Boom, right there. Column. Infantry in column is noted by placing a white informational column marker on it. And you can do a long chain. Not interested in cavalry or artillery yet right now, but we do want to look at I'll put the 10th Pennsylvania in column. Try that. All right. Let's do some. Changing formation. Where is that? Terrain effects on movement. Where is changing? Changing formation. Each unit in GBACW has an allowance of movement points per turn. Movement allowance. Well, that's not listed on the table here. Movement allowance. Zones of control. Melee. Wait. How did I skip right over? Movement. Okay. See, it's supposed to be listed on the train of. Oh, there it is. Jeez, right in front of me. All right. So infantry in line has movement allowance of 6. Okay, change formation 2. All right. This table's just a little different than the example I'm looking at. Okay. All right. So now we can do. All right. Let's do some movement. Alright, I guess coming down this terrain change, I guess that's called a crest hex side, this game, and I don't think there's anything extra for the infantry in line, no, so 1 and then 2, 3 into the cornfield. I'm not sure changing facing alone costs anything. Going to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now infantry in column past the little stream hex side into the plowed. So infantry in column crossing the stream +1, and then the plowed 2. So that's 3, 4, 5. All right. So let's get to some shooting. Okay, I recognize that unit might have been out of command, but I'm just ignoring that for now. I was just going over the movement there of infantry in column. So after the Union move, I guess the Confederates get defensive fire. Looking here, let's see. They are in Cornfields. So Cornfields looks like it's going to be a one shift to the left. Nope. I was reading that wrong. It does block Cornfields block line of sight, but do not shift for fire. Never mind, I was looking at Orchard. They're all in. Oh, this fire from 9th Pennsylvania is going to be on the same level, but this one, yeah, that's up one level. So up one level is that's the one left. That's what I meant. Because they are lower, and this one's the same. So here's going to be a one left for elevation difference. Defensive fire. It's 1 hex range. So there it is. So let's do the first defensive fire. I guess first Texas can fire at 12th Pennsylvania here. Oh, they're in Cornfields too. No difference. No difference. Okay. Strength of 5. Rifled muskets. Adjacent is doubled. So I guess it goes to 10. There's a 9 to 13 column. Wow. First shot is Snake Eyes. 3 and an asterisk. Use indicate number of strength points and make a morale check. Okay, let's go in order here. So, wow, 3. Oh, you generally want low. So Snake Eyes was excellent. So 3. Do you take 3 off of 4? I guess. So does that mean I put? Let me see what. Losses. Combat losses. Fire combat. Numbers. Results of fire combat casualties. Yeah, I had the right table. A numerical result in the target unit is infantry or cavalry. That unit has lost that number of strength points. Player adjusts his strength counter and records the loss on his OB roster. Okay, so do they call them, just want to be particular here, they call them current strength. That's what they call them. So if they started at 4 and they lost 3, they're at 1. Their current strength is 1, which I guess means like that. Since they're not loss markers, they're current strength markers. Now, morale check. Morale is 3. They roll a 2. Does that mean they pass? If you can pass this. Okay.